Good morning, friends. It's Joe. Welcome to my scripture reflection for Sunday, July the 28th. Hope all is well with you on this Sunday morning. We are near the end of July and entering August, and the summer is going by quickly. It's been a nice summer, a little bit warm, but still nice. We can make the most of any day that given to us by God. I'm going to be spending a good part of August just fine tuning exactly where I'm heading with my videos and my mission in life as I enter 63. I'm going to be 64 in December. And I'm looking forward to really cashing in on some positive things that I feel I have to offer. Every time I meet with animals, I get this amazing spiritual magnetism from them. And I know they could help us all spiritually. I enjoy doing those videos and I enjoy doing these scripture videos. And I'm going to find a way to bring them together. I'm going to find a purpose that will help animals. And anything that you have an opinion for me, I am open to hearing it. Whether you want to put it on the comments here or you want to private message me, I'm open to hearing what you think is going to be of most value to the animals we share this planet with, as well as we, the humans, who are entrusted to take care of them. So I would love to hear from you, and I offer you that possibility. With that, I will tell you we are going to quiet our minds and hearts now as we prepare to hear today's gospel, which is from St. John, chapter 6, verses 1 through 15. Jesus went across the Sea of Galilee. A large crowd followed him because they saw the signs he was performing on the sick. Jesus went up on the mountain, and there he sat down with his disciples. The Jewish feast of the Passover was near. When Jesus raised his eyes and saw that a large crowd was coming to him, he said to Philip, "Where can we buy enough food for them to eat?" He said this to test him, because he knew himself what he was going to do. Philip answered him, 200 days' wages worth of food would not be enough for each of them to have a little. One of his disciples, Andrew, the brother of Simon Peter, said to him, "There is a boy here who has 5 barley loaves and 2 fish, but what good are these for so many?" Jesus said, "Have the people recline." Now there was a great deal of grass in that place, so the men reclined, about 5,000 in number. Then Jesus took the loaves, gave thanks, and distributed them to those who were reclining, and also as much of the fish as they wanted. When they had their fill, he said to the disciples, "Gather the fragments left over, so that nothing will be wasted." So they collected them and filled 12 wicker baskets with fragments from the 5 barley loaves that had been more than they could eat. When the people saw the sign he had done, they said, "This is truly the prophet, the one who has come into the world." Since Jesus knew they were going to come and carry him off to make him king, he withdrew again to the mountain alone. This miracle of feeding the 5,000 is in all of the Gospels. There's many really powerful themes that can come from it. Some of the ones that I've probably shared with you are that the disciples were in on the feeding of the 5,000, right? Jesus gave them the barley loaves and had them to distribute them to the people. So that is a message for all of us, that we take the best part of ourselves, the best skills and talents we have, and we are to distribute it to those who we come in contact with. There's also a very fine point that's in the Gospels, that it's only the barley loaves that are left over and only the barley loaves that are blessed. So is it possible that the fish were not distributed and this was a vegan feast? I'll leave that to a later time, but that is also an interesting component. But the one I'd like to focus on today is the excess. The excess that is there, that is taken away from all that was distributed, and everybody had their fill, and there was still excess. My friends, this is an important aspect of this gospel, especially for today. Whether it's a landscaper, whether it's a medical professional, whether it's a store that you go into, I am seeing, and you probably are too, that people are giving a little bit of themselves. But are they giving so much that there's excess left over? Are they really going that extra mile in professions? I don't see it very much, and I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just pointing out something that I think is obvious. in our youth, in our middle-aged people, and even in our elderly people. They are giving what they have, and they are stopping there. This is something I feel is so important that we all take a look at in our own lives, because I think we could all do a little bit better, truthfully. And when we do, there should be excess of ourselves left over. And I think that's an important part of the gospel that Jesus is subtly pointing out for us, but something that we all need to take stock in. We all have talents. We need to put them out there more than just our ability, but that extra bit so that there is extra left over. Yesterday, my wife and I had the pleasure of meeting Ricardo. Ricardo is the steer who was found running on New Jersey train tracks after he escaped a slaughterhouse. Mike Stura and the Skylands Sanctuary in Northwest New Jersey do an amazing job rescuing these beautiful souls and giving them a life, and Ricardo lives there. When we met with him, he was very anxious to get some watermelon and some affection. But when the watermelon was gone, Ricardo stayed. Ricardo stayed and he gazed into my eyes, and I will tell you, it was a magical moment for me. Ricardo has love to give, just like all of us. Ricardo gave it to excess. It was obvious. It was a moment that I'll never forget. I'm a very sentimental being when it comes to these beautiful souls that we share this planet with. But it was obvious to me, Ricardo was showing me and all of us really what giving of ourselves is all about. Giving to excess, just like in the gospel. That's why I feel we can learn so much from these animals, and that's why it's such a beautiful experience when we encounter them. So what about you and I? Are we ready to give a little bit more of ourselves and turn the scales in the right direction in this world? Whatever it is, just go that extra bit. What a beautiful expression it will be to match the gospel message today, to learn from the animals we share this planet with, and make the world a more compassionate place. Well, my friends, that's my message for you on this Sunday. As always, I hope it was helpful. You could take it into your day and into your week. I always welcome your comments and your thoughts, and I always appreciate you being here with me. I want to wish you and your loved ones a beautiful Sunday, and I look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow for an animal spirituality reflection. Have a great day, everyone.